Hey guys, welcome back to the weekly video. Paul here from Impulsive Culinarian, and in this video I want to talk to you about a gluten-free pasta salad recipe, one of my favorites. It's a basil pesto pasta salad with black olives. Wow, delicious. Okay, so let's talk about gluten-free pasta. I mean, other than the obvious difference, the absence of gluten, what's the taste difference? Is there a real noticeable difference in taste? I would be hard-pressed to believe that anybody could sit in front of me and do a blind taste test and tell me, this one's gluten-free, Paul. I don't believe it. I think that after you've added all of these flavorful ingredients, especially like with pesto, which is a really powerful flavor, how do you know if it's gluten-free or not? It's important to cook your pasta just right, no matter what it is. If it's quinoa, if it's corn or rice, or gluten pasta. So once you've cooked it just right and it's got that little al dente touch to it, I don't think it makes a lick of difference, guys. So you can serve this to your celiac, family members or guests, anyone with gluten intolerance, and anyone who does not suffer from any of those afflictions. And I don't think that anyone's going to really mind the difference. All right, so what am I doing today? I'm going to be using some fusillis. This is a rice and quinoa mix. All right, fusilli is great because it sort of has all these little pockets to capture the flavors. But you can use anything you want, penne, macaroni, doesn't really matter. You're going to get a pound of that. And basil. The recipe, your ingredient list that you're going to see coming up asks for 3 cups. Guys, don't bother going and measuring 3 cups. That's not my goal, all right? Just go and get the big bush of basil from your grocery store and trim off all the leaves. That's perfect. That's 3 cups. Good enough. All right, so here's what you need for this recipe. Okay, since we're making pesto pasta salad, you're going to need to make some pesto. To do so, get yourself 1 clove of garlic, a 1/4 cup of toasted sunflower seeds. A lot of people use pine nuts. Wow, are they expensive? Don't bother spending the cost of that ingredient. Go ahead and get some toasted sunflower seeds. It's perfectly fine. Salted or unsalted, whichever you prefer. 3 cups or 1 bushel of fresh packed basil leaves. 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. 1/3 cup of some freshly grated cheese. Now, if you're dairy-free like we are in our family, get yourself a white dairy-free cheese. Otherwise, if you can have dairy, guys, get yourself some Parmigiano Reggiano. That's the way to go. And salt and pepper to taste. Okay, so as far as the salad ingredients that are going to go along with that pesto, you're going to want 1 pound of dry gluten-free pasta. Today in this video, I'm using fusillis, but any kind of pasta will do. 1/4 cup of your best good virgin olive oil, the juice of 1 lemon, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. We use a particular mayonnaise that is soy-free, egg-free, dairy-free, but you can use any mayo product that you like. And 1 can of pitted black olives that you're going to do a rough chop. All right, let's go make some pesto pasta salad. Okay, so let's make a gluten-free pasta salad recipe. One of my favorites, basil pesto pasta salad recipe with black olives and no substitute, guys, fresh basil. Got to use fresh basil. There's nothing that compares to this. All right, so for this recipe, I've got myself a couple of bags of gluten-free pasta, some fusilli pasta. This is a rice and quinoa mix that's used to make these. They're delicious. Okay, so you want to boil your pasta as per the instructions on the package. And now let's get our pesto going. So if you're an absolute purist, get yourself a mortar and a pestle, okay? That's the way to do it, old school. But for the rest of us, the remaining 99%, time constraints, right? Take this crest of fresh basil leaves, get it in a food processor, and pulse it until it's nice and mulched together. Oh yeah, stem and all. Get all of that in there. Trust me, we eat a lot worse things in our lives than basil stems. That's for sure. Okay, so once everything is nicely tucked away in your food processor, give it a few pulses. Okay, so that's where you need it to be, just a rough chop. Now we're going to add the rest of the stuff to make this into a nice fine paste. Okay, so let's not exaggerate with our pesto. I firmly believe that 1 big clove of garlic is more than enough. More than that, it seems to overpower. But if you're a garlic fan, go to town. Add as much as you like. Since you're putting this in a food processor, there's no need to mince it. You can just give it a rough chop and put in the chunks, and that's just fine. Garlic in. Now you can add the rest of the stuff as well. Put in your sunflower seeds and your grated cheese. Now pulse this together until it's thoroughly combined. Good idea to start getting the spatula, scrape down the sides. Pasta's ready. Let's see if it's ready. Never trust your timer with pasta. Taste. Don't overcook. Another minute. Maybe 2. Dried pasta. A big mystery. How long has it been on the shelf? It doesn't go bad. It's just that the longer it's been there, the drier it is. Maybe it takes a little bit longer. That's why you taste it. Okay, so olive oil. You can use your just regular everyday oil. Absolutely fine. I prefer to use my good extra virgin olive oil if I have a bunch. If I don't have too much left in the bottle, I use the cheap stuff. But I think that every opportunity to put good olive oil in a pesto, it's a good chance right there to really make the flavors pop. Okay, so in true pesto tradition, that's hard to say. In true pesto tradition, put your food processor on and get that olive oil drizzling in nice and slow. Go ahead and add some salt and pepper. That's called doing it the hard way. Okay, scrape down the sides. Make sure that all of those bits of fresh basil leaf are nice and combined and chopped up in the food processor. Yeah, if you don't like pesto, I don't think I can be your friend. Just saying. I wonder if there's anyone around here.
Well, seriously, I love pesto.
Unscripted. You want to do surprise video cameos? Yeah? All right. You're allowed. You can't pick your family, right? Oh, perfect. Al dente. Okay. Let's get our pasta in the colander. 1 pound cooked pasta, steaming nicely.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, buddy.
You're making a YouTube channel and I'm watching one.
I'm making a YouTube channel and you're watching one. What? It's like a symbiosis. A vidbiosis. Oh, fake TV laugh. I love it. Do that again. I'm having such a good time. So just a quick note about the pesto. If you use salted, roasted sunflower seeds, always roasted, but if you use the salted kind, just put a little bit less in your pinch of salt. Otherwise, if it's just roasted unsalted, add a little bit more salt. Do it to taste. Taste it. Stop tasting the pasta. There will be none left. Since I'm ready to go, I'm going to put my pasta unrinsed right there in the big mixing bowl, and I'm going to add my pesto. That's going to help it avoid congealing and sticking together, and that's going to be perfect while I'm preparing the rest of my ingredients. Pesto! Oh, it's ludicrously delicious. Ludicrously delicious. I need coffee. Is it 1 o'clock yet? Crap. Not yet. Okay, so big sturdy spoon, and mix together your pesto and pasta, just so that they don't stick together. That's good enough to eat. Almost! Let's kick it up a notch or 2. It looks seriously delicious. I would eat it just like that. But we're going to kick it up. We're going to add some more fun ingredients. Make it really taste incredible. Okay, so next we're going to add our, how much? Half of a cup of mayonnaise. We use a very special allergen-friendly mayonnaise, but if you can tolerate dairy or eggs or soy, use Hellmann's, Miracle Whip, doesn't matter, guys. Whatever you like, whatever your family enjoys. Add that into the pasta salad. Okay, so now it's time for this fabled 1/4 cup of additional oil. So you might be wondering to yourself, Paul, why did you put half a cup of oil in the pesto and a 1/4 cup of oil separate? Why not just 3/4 cup? Because that's your opportunity, guys, to add some flavored oil. So you can get creative. Just put regular virgin olive oil if you want. That's completely fine. But if you've seen in my other videos, I really love this company, Pastene, and they make some sun-dried tomatoes in this amazing, I keep forgetting what the heck it is, sun-dried tomatoes in sunflower oil with herbs. Okay, there's some beautiful flavor in there. This stuff tastes like nothing else. So I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of this instead of my good vinaigrette oil, and it's going to really bump up the flavor. Just adds that little, what is that, to the salad. Okay, Next, the juice of 1 fresh lemon. Avoid that squeeze bottle stuff, guys. Get some fresh lemons. They're the best. This really makes the salad sing. Such an important ingredient. Now, I could say that it's an optional ingredient, but I really love the black olives in here, guys. Such a wonderful texture to have that nice, savory, chewy olive in each bite of your salad. So I go for a whole can. This is a can, 400 milliliters, okay? Whatever that converts to in olives. Oh, this much. You can swap out your black olives for calamatas or whatever fancy olive that you like. I like to cut these in at least 2 sections because even though they're pitted, has it ever happened to you? Pitted olive. Oh, there's a pit. So I always chop them in half, especially if there's kids, just to be safe. So drain those, chop them how you like, and add them to the salad. Cassidy, I have a very big problem I need your help with.
What?
I'm addicted to black olives. How about you? Do you like black olives? We share this problem. It's a family thing. Here, help yourself. Have a couple of black olives. Make sure they taste good. Tell the folks what you think. A1. Awesome.
I want the last one.
Oh, it's all yours. Last olive for you, buddy. Oh, just lovely. Nice, fresh ingredients. Beautiful. Mix it up. So now it's on you. Guys, your taste buds are going to be the judge. You have to try it. Depending on the saltiness of whatever olives you added or the saltiness of the roasted sunflower seeds, you got to try it. You don't want to add too much, but you definitely want to have enough. Kosher salt, fine sea salt, whichever you prefer. Got to taste it. I freaking love pesto salad. Oh, that's the best. So creamy, that mayo. So there you go, guys. That's my fresh basil pesto pasta salad recipe with black olives and that creamy mayo. What a great texture. It's just so like voluptuous and it melts in your mouth. You want to serve this at room temperature? Definitely don't refrigerate that. And if you do, be sure to take it out an hour or 2 before you're serving it so that it gets a chance to warm up and be at room temperature. If you have to nuke it a little bit, that's completely fine as well. Guys, my name is Paul from Impulsive Culinarian. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for a live update on all my social media platforms next Friday, as well as a brand new recipe how-to video every Saturday here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Happy cooking.